Okay, everybody, it is Wednesday, February 23rd. The time is 6:30 PM. I'd like to open this regular town board meeting by first standing and saying a pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Any public comments or questions on agenda items only? Were any sent in?
No, sir.
No. At this point in time, I will let the people know that are watching, we are going into an early executive session. I will make that a motion at this time if I can get a second.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to go in executive session discussion. This will be to handle personnel issues and interviews with personnel. And we will be returning. All in favor of going into executive session?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? We are in executive session, 6:31 PM. Okay, the time is 7:17. I'd like to make a motion to come out of executive order. No decisions were made, no monies were spent. Can I get a second?
Second.
Motion's been made by myself and seconded by Deputy Supervisor House to come out of executive session and re-enter into the regular town board meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? We're back in regular session. Before we get going, I'd like to welcome a gentleman here tonight by the name of Stephen Lopez. He is trying to achieve the title or the rank? The rank of Eagle Scout. And I wish you the best of luck. And when you do achieve that, you come here and we'll give you something, okay? We'll present you with something that night at that board meeting, okay? So best of luck, Mr. Lopez. Stay safe and do a fine job. And when you get that, come back and make us proud, okay? Welcome.
That's right.
With that, let's have the reports of the Recreation Department and Highway Department. I see our rec director here, Julie. Julie?
Hi, I'm Julie Muncy from Dover Recreation. So as of right now, we're continuing basketball to March 26th. We got a few delays, a few things that we couldn't do on Saturdays. So we are backing up to March 26th. Hopefully the snow, there is a concert going on at the high school so this weekend supposedly, so hopefully that doesn't back us up another week into
It's their
April.
cabaret weekend.
Cabaret weekend, yeah. So hopefully they are able to get that going, and good luck to them. So that's going until March 26th. We have our boot camp and our Zumba program still continuing. Our senior program is at the Legion Hall on Mondays and Thursdays from 10:30 to 2:30. Our line dances on Monday from 9:30 to 10:30. And we have started on trips. So our first trip is April 7th. And we have about 5 trips this year. Goes right until October for our Oktoberfest. So we have posted that on the senior page right now. People are able to go to the senior program and sign up for that trip on Mondays and Thursdays on the times that I gave you. But if anybody has questions, they can call me at the office, 845-832-9168, and I can tell them a little bit more about the program as well as the trips. We also have going on starting this week, Thursday, we have our adult volleyball up at the high school gym. As well on Friday, we have our adult basketball program starting. That's from 7 to 9 at the high school gym. So if anybody wants to come and play, they just have to register. It's a free program. It's only once a week. It will go and follow the school schedule, but it will go right into the beginning of June. Excuse me, the volleyball nets will be set up for them, so it's just pickup games. That's all it is. So, but people get out and get going and moving, doing what they got to do. We're working on some spring programs as well as day camp. Day camp information is going to be out by next week. We also have our employment is going to be going out next week. If anybody's interested in having a job for Dover Day Camp, I'll have all the applications out for people to pick up as well. If they need them to be emailed for the college kids, I can do that as well. Registration will be signed up all ready to go next week. I know tax money's coming back to some people, so maybe that will, they can pay for day camp then. For spring programs, we got guitar lessons, play group. I'm going to try a little play group program since we're not in Astor anymore, but at least just to get something going, a little program once a week. We also have Minds in Motion. The week that the kids are out of school, we're doing a program up at J.H. Ketchum Park at the house up there. Just 1 week. There's a morning session and an afternoon session. It's about robots, as well as they play the different goo and they experiment and they get to take things home. So we're hoping that program goes good, and that will go for any kids over 8 years old that they can do. And it's an all-day. They can sign up for a half-day or a full-day program. That will also be up and ready to go next week too. We also have the egg hunt coming up, the April 17th at 1 p.m. at Boyce Park. It's not a drive-through, it's going to be live. So more information to come onto that.
There you go.
We also talked to the rec commission a little bit, as Jay and Jay as well. We're going to be buying new batting cages. We've had to take them down years ago because of the storm. We had a bad storm, took it all down, so we are now putting them back up. More information that to come as well. Also, just for future reference, we have Dover Day coming September 17th. We're working on that. I've already talked to the fire company, the car show, the rides, a few other people talking about that. So we're getting that underway already. So if anybody wants any more information, if they want to have any ideas, please let me know. You can call the rec office. And the other thing is our concert series that we're going to be starting soon. I've already tentatively booked Tim Urban, who was here last year. He was very good. The people who were there enjoyed him very much. So he's coming again in August. He's August 18th, Thursday this year, only because that's the only available day I could get him. But more information to come as well. And then I'll let you know what other bands or singing will be coming about for that concert series, when we're going to start, more of the days and all that. So. Any more questions? Any questions?
Egg hunt's going to be on Easter, 17th?
I'm sorry?
The egg hunt is going to be
It's
on...
a Saturday. Is that
Oh,
the 17th?
The 16th.
16th. I
Cool.
apologize. 16th.
Okay.
Yeah, at 1 o'clock. Rain or shine.
Laser tag. Did we,
Laser
Get
tag.
late.
I got to talk to him and see if we can still do that, but we would like to do laser tag as well.
okay.
But that's usually later.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be later in the summer, but just,
Yeah.
I know it kind of books up and with everything opening up.
Yeah. So we'll be doing that as well. Anybody
Yeah.
else?
All set?
All set?
Thank you, Julie.
Thanks, Julie.
We have Jason's.
Yep, I have it here. So this is the report for the highway superintendent. With the weather events, roads were plowed and treated as necessary, grading and adding stone on dirt roads to make them smoother. Continue more truck maintenance, and Superintendent Sartori would like to thank his team for all of their hard work and efforts during the snow and ice events. He greatly appreciates all of the extra hours the crews put in to help keep the town roads clear. Thank you.
Okay. Reports of the supervisor and the town board members. Councilman Maluta.
I have no report at this time.
Okay. Councilwoman Jackson.
I went to the school board meeting. They are working on the preliminary budget for this coming school year. And also the town of Dover tax collector has added hours for collection Monday, February 28th from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. here at the town hall.
Thank you. Councilman Murphy.
I think I could speak.
Sorry, buddy.
No, I think Julie's said a lot coming from the rec department. I know, obviously with the weather opening up and the state opening up with COVID restrictions being laxed, there's a lot of opportunities with the recreation department to get out and enjoy the weather in this upcoming spring and summer months. And as always with the planning board and zoning board, please, again, check the website for upcoming meetings, public hearings. It's a great way to be involved with the town and what's going on with the town, so we encourage everyone to, be a part of what we're trying to accomplish here. So, that's all I got.
Okay. Deputy Supervisor House.
Just a few things. We completed the roof, the new roof at the J.H. Ketchum Community Center. That is on, and RK Roofing did a nice job on that. So that is complete, which kind of finishes a project up that we had at the very end of last year, and of course weather just kind of got in the way. So I'm glad to report that is done. I want to talk briefly about an event that we're going to have down at the park, JHK Park, on March 20th. Where this is going to be kind of our kickoff event for the walking track, to kind of introduce that. That was done just at the very end of December. So although it's complete, it just didn't get the publicity that it should have, just because winter just got us quicker. So on March 20th, we're going to kind of have a little bit of a ribbon cutting down there. for the walking track and kind of, give people an opportunity to kind of see some of the improvements that we've done down there. Part of this as well will be a 5K that will be ran by the Eastern Dutchess Roadrunners Club, and John Morris, who kind of leads that, who's excellent. That will be right at 9 o'clock afterwards, after the run, so I would probably say, anywhere between 10 and 10:30. The Lions Club has offered to put on some light refreshments afterwards back at the community center, and they're going to serve up Shamrock Shakes, kind of in keeping with the closest there to St. Patty's Day. So welcome to sign up for the race. We'll put it on our website and the social media pages on how to sign up for the event. It'll be a really nice morning. So I believe that we put the flyers up on the school TVs, or going to be?
It's going to be on the Dover Daily. They were waiting till the 1st of March.
Okay, so, and as part of that, it's important that students come out for this event. So, and they are able to be there and kind of see on what our vision is, and that this park is going to be an addition as well. So, as part of that, I would just kind of like to add just a small incentive for a few of the students to sign up for the race. So what I'd like to offer, just kind of briefly, is we'll start it on March 1st. How about that? If we're able to have it up on the Dover Daily by then. So why don't we say that the first 10 students that sign up for the race that are part of the school district, I will give you my email address, and we'll have it up there. It's very simple, just andrew.house86@gmail. If you sign up and you're the first 10 to sign up, I will cover your entry fee, which is $15. So you go ahead and sign up, and I will Venmo that right back to you. So just as a kind of a kicker to try and get our student population a little bit more involved. So we'll see how it goes. So that's for the 20th. So you'll see some banners around. It'll be up on social media here coming. We'll go from there. So be a nice morning. Try to be there.
Very nice.
Information at the school.
Try to be
Thank
there.
you.
Thank you, Andrew. Anything else, buddy?
No, I'm good.
Okay, Supervisor's report. As you can see behind me, for those of you that are watching on DTV or on the YouTube channel, we have some construction going on at the town hall, so we apologize. But it is the first phase of a project that Andrew brought out last meeting, I believe. Painting of the meeting room here, the offices, the break area where our refrigerator and coffee maker is, and then the painting will be done, and then the floor. So that's what you see behind me, finishing the wall. If you remember, there used to be windows there that used to go outside before the last addition. So that's what's going on there. The numbers for COVID in our area, the county are way down. If you go to the county dashboard, you'll see that they're way down. I believe yesterday is the last time I looked, they were down under 225 active cases, where just a few weeks ago it was up around 1,000. So things are getting better. As Jay said, things are lightening up, things are opening up, and that's a good thing. The pending storm, Thursday overnight into Friday. As you all know, I check regularly. That is part of my job with the county. I have seen 3 different reports. I've seen 1 to 3, 5 to 8, and I have seen one report that puts it over 12 to 13 inches. So again, I'll have more information tomorrow. I post it as often as I can. I send it to Katie, and she puts it out on our social media pages as well, and everybody shares it. So as I get more information tomorrow, I'll put it out there. But in a storm that could be considerable, this probably would be the biggest one we've had this year if it does come to fruition of 12 plus 13 inches. Remember, your town local highway guys already have a 4 to 5 hour run. That's one lap. So when you say, or you call and you say, I haven't seen a truck in 7 or 8 hours, you're probably right. Because they did their first run in the first 5 hours, and now they're in the middle of their second run at 3 hours. So just keep that in mind. Have some patience. Please plan ahead. They're talking it could be a significant storm. Stay home if possible. Prepare. Have your necessities. Have your flashlights ready. Have your gas and your generators if you're able. And be prepared for it. We're going into the weekend. All right? A considerable storm like this. And then they're talking sleet and some rain somewhere at the end, which makes it heavy. So now that 4 or 5 hour run turns into 6 or more because the snow is a lot heavier. So please remember that, especially for your town guys. The county and the state guys, they have a 3 hour run as well. So be safe, be smart, stay home if you can. Follow the social media pages. We'll get the word out as soon as we can if we late open on Friday here at the town hall or if we open it all. And the schools as well. We usually try to follow whatever the school does for themselves. That's our guideline, okay? So with that, everybody be safe this weekend. We'll get right into resolutions. Madam Clerk, is there anything you'd like to say? Anything I forgot? Resolution to authorize and approve consent agenda items. Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover does hereby approve the following items for consideration and adoption on the February 23rd, 2022 Town Board Regular Meeting Consent Agenda. Authorize the payment of abstract number 2 of 2022 in the amount of $1,200,325.25. Accept minutes of the Town Board meeting of January 26, 2022, and special meeting of February 9th, 2022. Approve the Town Clerk's report for January 2022. Approve the Town Supervisor's financial report for January 2022. And authorize budget transfers, budget amendments, and payment of off-abstract purchase orders as prepared and submitted by the town's bookkeeper. I will entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Brought by Murphy, seconded by Maluta. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Sorry about that. Resolution accepting Conservation Advisory Council Annual Report. Whereas the Town of Dover Conservation Advisory Council has provided the Town of Dover with its 2021 annual report pursuant to Section 9-12, letter I, of the Town of Code. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover hereby accepts the 2021 annual report of the Town of Dover Conservation Advisory Council, and a copy of the report shall be kept on file in the office of the Town Clerk. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Brought by House, seconded by Maluta. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Carried. At this time, I will have Deputy Supervisor House read the next resolution due to the fact that I am a member of the J.H. Ketchum Hose Company, and this could possibly benefit me.
Resolution authorizing the 2021 Town of Dover Firefighters Length of Service Award Program, LOSAP. Whereas the Town of Dover adopted a Length of Service Awards Program, LOSAP, for all members of the J.H. Ketchum Hose Company, which provides fire and emergency services to the Town of Dover. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover does hereby accept the annual Length of Service Awards, LOSAP, reports for 2021 prepared by the J.H. Ketchum Hose Company, Inc., as attached hereto and made a part thereof this resolution. Can I have a motion to accept the resolution? Second. Made by Murphy, seconded by Councilwoman Jackson. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Carried.
Thank you, Andrew. Resolution to accept 2021 Town of Dover Justice Court Annual Report and Audits and filing with New York State Office of Court Administration, the OCA. Whereas the Town of Dover Justice Court has submitted its 2021 Annual Fund Report to the Town Board, and whereas the Town Board of the Town of Dover has reviewed the 2021 Town of Dover Justice Court Annual Reports from the Honorable R. Wren Abrams and the Honorable John Fusco. And now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover hereby accepts the 2021 Town of Dover Justice Court's Annual Report, and be it further resolved that that a copy of the 2021 Town of Dover Justice Court Annual Report shall be kept on file in the office of the Town Clerk. And be it further resolved that the Town Board authorizes and directs the filing of the 2021 Annual Justice Court Financial Reports with the Office of the Court Administration, the OCA. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Brought by Maluta, seconded by House. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried. Resolution authorizing land survey and site plans of Town of Dover Highway Garage Parcel. Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover does hereby authorize the purchase of building site plans and land survey of the Town of Dover Highway Garage Parcel needed for future planned construction of the new highway vehicle and equipment storage facility at a cost not to exceed $10,000. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Brought by House and seconded by Maluta. Discussion.
Just to speak briefly on this. So, as we kind of mentioned in the new year here, one of our kind of ongoing tasks will be to put up this new storage facility for our highway department. This has been in the works for quite some time, and we just need to kind of get things moving here. In regards to this resolution and the $10,000, as you could imagine, there's quite a bit of engineering work, site plan, preliminary design, a lot of legwork that needs to be done in an effort to put together a comprehensive bid packet. This will allow us to do that. Things that this will include is preliminary design, survey work, and some topography and property surveys. This will also include our engineer to kind of oversee some of the deep tests for piers and footings, and of course the design of that as well, and then the actual site plan for the proposed building. So all just necessary stuff that is all part of a building like this. So.
Thank you, Andrew. Any other discussion? Seeing no further discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried. This next resolution, I as before, recuse myself from this resolution based on the fact that I am a member of one of the organizations receiving. Andrew?
Oh, you stuck me with a big one here. Resolution authorizing disbursement of American Recovery Plan Assistance, ARPA, COVID-19 recovery funds. Whereas the Town of Dover applied for and received funds for the American Recovery Plan Assistance, ARPA, and whereas a plan was adopted for the disbursement of those funds to assist nonprofits and small businesses in the Town of Dover. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover hereby authorizes a disbursement in the amount of $50,000 from the ARPA funds to the J.H. Ketchum Hose Company, a 501c3 nonprofit organization and an essential first responder for fire and rescue emergencies for all Town of Dover residents who sustained significant losses in operating revenue in 2020 and 2021 due to the COVID pandemic. Be it further resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover does hereby authorize the disbursement of the ARPA funds to the Town of Dover CARES COVID response program, through which the town's recreation staff provided a weekly meal delivery an outreach program through meals prepared by local restaurants and eateries to Dover seniors and homebound residents during COVID. The town of Dover wishes to continue this program during the winter months of 2022. Can I have a motion to accept the resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Brought by Murphy, seconded by Maluda. Any discussion? A lot going on in this one.
What the amount is on the Dover Cares?
Yeah.
10,000.
10,000, yeah. So just,
So as a note that in the last paragraph, be it further resolved in speaking of the Town of Dover Cares response program, that was a $10,000 line item. Any other discussion?
Out of the 50?
No,
In addition to.
in addition to. No. This was all funds that we approved at a former meeting. So,
I think the seniors are very grateful.
yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. One abstain.
Thank you, Andrew. Resolution authorizing release of performance bond. Whereas the Town of Dover Planning Board granted an erosion and sediment control permit to Wingdale Materials, LLC, in connection with the construction of a haul road on property located at 3206 Pleasant Ridge Road, identified as tax parcel number 6959-00-633771. Whereas the Town Planning Board engineer has conducted a final inspection and confirmed by letter dated November 24th, 2021, that all work contemplated under the permit has now been completed and all provisions of the permit have been met. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover hereby authorizes the release of the performance guarantee and the amount of $88,354. The applicant, Wingdale Material LLC, in connection with their erosion and sediment control permit for the project located at 3206 Pleasant Ridge Road, Dover Plains, New York. Should that be Wingdale or no?
Probably.
I'll make the correction after.
Okay. Tax parcel number 6959-00-633771. I'll entertain a motion with the okay of the change.
So moved.
Second.
Brought by House, seconded by Jackson. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Resolution accepting resignation of Recreation Commission member. Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover does hereby accept the resignation of Paul Palmer from the Town of Dover Recreation Commission effective January 26th, 2022. I'll entertain a motion.
Second.
Brought by Murphy, seconded by House. Any discussion?
On behalf of the board and a lot of what we've accomplished at the rec department, I want to say a big thank you to Paul, and he didn't go too far.
That's what I like to hear.
So,
Absolutely.
but yeah, thank you, Paul.
Yeah, fine job, thank you.
Lovely.
Seeing no further discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So carried. Resolution authorizing installation of streetlights on J.H. Ketchum Park driveway. Whereas certain improvements have been made to the J.H. Ketchum Memorial Park, and whereas for safety and security, streetlights are needed to be installed on the driveway to J.H. Ketchum Memorial Park. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover hereby authorize the installation of streetlights at J.H. Ketchum Park driveway. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved. Second.
Brought by Maluda, seconded by House. Discussion? Andrew? None?
Necessary. You know, we just got to kind of keep pushing here. We've, well, I say we've, my mother has been in contact with NYSEG about their ability to help in getting those street lights up, and that basically converting to be part of our lighting district that we, you know, maintain anyway. So This is a lease program, very similar to the updated fixtures that we did 2 or 3 years ago. So, just going to keep pushing.
These are streetlights leading in on the road and the driveway in, but just please remember that our parks do close at dusk and don't open again until dawn. So, again, much needed. Any other discussion? Seeing no further discussion, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? So carried.
Actually, can I just ask one question? Sure. Do we have rules down at that park similar to what we have in Wingdale at Boyce? Do we want
In
to
regards-
possibly take a look at what's down there at Boyce? Bring it up.
For signage?
To J.H. Ketchum?
We'll
Just
absolutely have to
to-
get there. We have kind of a little bit more of the more, basic stuff, just basically saying that when the park is open, and that we have, a town-wide leash rule, in regards to dogs and, but, in regards to a little bit more of the fine print, that's absolutely, something that we need to explore further.
I can tell you what I was asked is there a designated dog walking area down there, like we do in Wingdale, where it's out along and up in the fields, right? So, that's something that, we can all talk about. It's nothing major, but that has been brought to us, now that you say signage. No, you said signage, and it reminded me of that, so. All right?
Thanks, Jay.
Nikon also.
Building.
Yeah.
Resolution authorizing closure of the 2021 JHK Park Walking Track CDBG project. Whereas the town of Dover made application to Dutchess County for grant funds for the construction of certain improvements to the J.H. Ketchum Memorial Park walking track. And whereas the town of Dover was awarded $99,000 in CDBG grant funds from Dutchess County for the construction of a walking track at J.H. Ketchum Memorial Park. And whereas the work for the walking track has been completed and the funds have been spent. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Dover does hereby authorize the closure of the J.H. Ketchum Memorial Park walking track project in connection with the $99,000 grant fund awarded from Dutchess County through the CDBG grant award, and to make all necessary and required budget transfers to effectuate the closure of the project. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Brought by Maluda, seconded by Jackson. Discussion.
$100,000
Fine job, all that
Paid.
were involved.
paid back. Enjoy every foot, every step on that walking track, because it was free. Actually, we're all paying for it one way or another, but
Yeah, we all paid.
nice job, Mom.
Yes. Thank you, Katie, for all that you do on the paperwork side of things. How's that? And that was the grant that put us over, what, 300?
300K, yeah.
$300,000 put into that park through grant funding. That's a lot of money that didn't come out of our budget. Think about that. Any other discussion? Seeing no further discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Resolution authorizing hourly rate adjustment for town employee. Whereas a town of Dover employee will be changed from a stipend paid employee to an hourly paid employee for actual time worked in the town of Dover. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Dover hereby authorizes employee #MATTH002 to be paid at an hourly rate of $15 for the period not to exceed 20 hours per pay period, effective February 23rd, 2022. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Brought by House, seconded by Jackson. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So carried. Resolution scheduling a public hearing on a proposed local law establishing a moratorium on the consideration and issuance of permits for large-scale solar energy systems. Whereas a town board of the town of Dover desires to receive public comment regarding a proposed local law establishing a 6-month moratorium on the consideration and issuance of permits for large-scale solar energy systems in the town of Dover, which shall permit updates to the town of Dover comprehensive plan to be adopted, as well as the adoption of any needed revisions to the town of Dover zoning code with regard to large-scale solar energy systems in the town of Dover. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Dover does hereby schedule a public hearing on the solar energy system moratorium local law for Wednesday, March 30th, 2022 at 6:30 p.m. or as soon thereafter as public consent can be heard at Dover Town Hall, 126 East Duncan Hill Road, Dover Plains, New York. And be it further resolved that the town board of the town of Dover hereby authorizes and directs the town clerk to publish notice of said public hearing in the official newspaper of the town of Dover. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Brought by House, seconded by Murphy. Discussion.
There was a typo, Supervisor, should be public comment. And I had typed consent by accident. So in the.
Okay,
Yeah, that's fine. We can
Fine,
just make
okay.
the change.
all good with that change. Any discussion? As everybody knows, we've announced in the past that our comprehensive plan is in the process. They're in the closing actions of close to preparing it to the point where they're going to present it to the planning board, present it to the town board, along with rewriting zoning laws. And this is something that we felt we should put on hold a little while until our zoning and comprehensive plans are in place. There is one on the table because there are people out there that will question it. We felt that that will continue to move forward, correct, Tommy? That will continue to move forward because we didn't feel it was fair to that applicant after doing what they've done and been requested to do and fulfilled that obligation and met with us at least 3 or 4 times. So that is the only one that will continue to move forward. But from this point on, if this resolution passes, we will have a moratorium of 6 months in order to put our zoning and our comp plan in place. For those of you out there that may question, okay? Any other discussion? Anything else, council? Seeing no discussion, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Carried. We already did this one. That's the last one.
That was the last one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. At this point in time, are there any public comments from our audience tonight? No? Once again there, big guy, good luck, huh?
Yes.
Get that Eagle Scout rank, okay? And when you do, let us know in advance, and we'll bring it to the following meeting, okay? That's my word, all right? With that, we do have to, upcoming meetings, Wednesday, March 30th, you just heard there will be a public hearing, April 27th and May 25th are the next meetings coming up. One second. Please remember our event at the track on March 20th. And following that resolution of the moratorium, I'd just like to send out a special thank you. And we had it written down, and it was just, Andrew just reminded me of it. We have to thank Rich Renia Jr. in the town of Dover and that committee. I've said it before, but I will say it again. We put a committee together. Myself and Andrew met with Rich early 2020, and we put a committee together to rewrite that comprehensive plan, master plan, in some older ways of saying it. And we put former and present chairs for planning boards and zoning boards on that committee. We put landowners, business owners, land managers, large complex managers, farmers. We put everybody we can think of on that board, and they all meant something. And they've worked their tails off for the last 18 months or better. You got to remember, we got a 6, 7, maybe an 8-month late start in 2020 because of COVID. Put it together, approved it in February. They didn't meet until about August, September timeframe. They continued to meet twice a month minimum. And they've gotten a project done somewhat on schedule. And they've had to slow down because of COVID again. They Zoomed when they had to Zoom meetings. So I can't thank Rich as chair enough. Those members of that committee, I can't thank them enough. They have jumped a major hurdle, and they are, I think, shooting for the end of next month, early April, to present that to the planning and the town boards. And then it's continue their work on the zoning, which they are halfway through from what I understood today. So again, thank you, Rich Renia. Thank you, the members. Thank you, former members, that we did have a member leave. I thank her as well, wholeheartedly. And it's an accomplishment. And it's an accomplishment that's been in the works for a lot of years. And this committee made it happen through tough times. And hopefully we can make that happen and get it in place by midsummer, late summer to latest. That's our hopes. So with that, I have to bring up a motion to enter into executive session once again. Only this time we will not be returning to the dais to discuss litigation and personnel and land acquisitions.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor to enter into executive session and not return?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So carried. We're in executive session. Thank you, everybody, and be safe this weekend.